Happy summer solstice. Well, it's been an interesting start to the day for me, so it's quite exciting. I dreamt constantly during the night, and it felt like I was clearing the path. I was putting my house in order. There was shifting between my other lifetimes that are closer to this one, where I worked as a healer and teacher, meeting people up on the moors in remote locations, because I was often hounded by the landowners and people who thought I was doing the devil's work, which actually I wasn't. I was doing God's work. And often I was chased from the different locations, and there were some lifetimes that my life was taken, or my husband Mike's life was taken, because in each lifetime he's been there with me and been my guide and protector. So I shifted in my dreams last night, and astral traveling as well, as if I was looking at every part of my lifetimes where there was particular patterns that were stopping me from moving on. And it was reflecting on where I felt I've needed to have control on situations, or felt out of control and feared for my life. And there was one experience I remembered where I was being chased, and later on I felt I was safe, and I was finding my way down a rocky path up on the moors. And I was starting to breathe a sigh of relief, and then I heard footsteps behind me, and I turned into I don't really know what to describe it as. I almost felt like I was a dragon. But I woke myself up, like screaming and lifting myself up off the ground as if I was going to fly, ready to attack whoever was coming up behind me, thinking it was the aggressor who had been chasing me. But as I was doing that, when I saw who it was a young boy, and I felt like I was going to knock him off the cliff. So I feel I rescued the situation, but I came back with a jolt and could hear myself screaming. And I felt from that he was bringing a message, maybe opportunity towards me. But I was so much living in fear and ready to respond to attack, and beat the aggressor, that I didn't see it until the very last moment, which is what often happens in life. And then later on I was dreaming about spiders. There was four spiders in different sizes, from very small going up, going along the ground, all in the same direction. And then there was a big spider on the top of my car, a big fluffy spider, which turned out to be a cuddly creature in the end. A bit like, I can't remember the creature now, the animal now. A sloth, a bit like a sloth. But anyway, it was this really big spider, and it didn't scare me, and it was sitting on top of the car, and I just got it off. So I thought I'd look up what spiders meant, because I'm very much into animal medicine, which the Native Americans follow the medicine of animals. So I've got this book, which I know it's backwards on there, but I'll put the link below. So I looked up spider, and as we know, it's about weaving and about catching its prey. There's a little quote here: spider, weaving webs of delight, weave me a peaceful world, carrying creation in your web, waiting to be unfurled. And spider, with its 8 legs, represents the 4 winds and the 4 directions on the medicine wheel, which is something I talk about in my book, Elemental Wisdom. Spider weaves the webs of fate for those that get caught in the web. And this is similar to humans who get caught in the web of illusion in the physical world, and never see beyond the horizon in the other dimensions. The web of fate also represents the wheel of life, which does not include any alternatives or solutions. And it's typically human to get caught in the polarity of good or bad fortune without realizing that we can change it at any time. Now, this is what I was doing, getting caught in the good and the bad, and wanting to have some control of making life better and giving options further down the line rather than being open to opportunities coming my way. And it says if we are not decisive enough about changing our lot in life, we may end up being consumed by our fears and limitations, which I was. Spider is also the female energy of the creative force, and she weaves beautiful designs of life. Her web has hundreds of intricate patterns which catch the morning dew. So it's very much about creativity as well, and knowing that we can make the changes, but we also have to be open to opportunities. So it says if you've chosen Spider in the cards, or if Spider comes to you in your dreams, it's telling you to be creative and to look for new alternatives to your present impasse. She can also be a warning for you that you might be coming too close to an entangling situation. It may be useful to keep a journal, to write about your own progress on your path, which is something I encourage people to do. And not forget how you are already creating a new or different phase in your life. Spider brings a message of a different kind when she sees you becoming too involved in the weaving of your life plans to notice opportunity at the outskirts of your web, and that really struck a chord for me. So if this is the case, Spider gets your attention so that you notice that something you have woven has borne fruit. Congratulations. So that's saying something that maybe I've set in plan months or years ago is coming to fruition, which is really exciting. So Spider's caught you just in time before you miss the opportunity on the edge of your web of reality. So it's getting me to see what is out there and what is happening around me. And this is something I've been getting told by my tribe. The most important message is that you, an infinite being who will continue to weave the patterns of life and living throughout time, do not fail to see the expansiveness of the eternal plan. That says a lot, doesn't it? So that really struck a chord with me, and I could see through the memories that I have from my dreams last night and my experiences that I was working through some of those things, and the 5 spiders that came to me last night were telling me that. So talking about the summer solstice, so this is about bringing the element of fire into your life, and again that's about creativity and about the life force, about your essence. So it's important to give power into things that you want to happen in your life. You know, we've sown the seeds in the spring, and now it's about really putting the energy and the power and the creativity into those things that we want to progress in our lives. So I'm just going to read just a little chapter out from my Elemental Wisdom book, which is a pocket book I've just published on Amazon. So this is about the spirit of the fire. Fire lights the way, a beacon of hope along a dark path. It burns through the old, making way for the new, illuminating fears and doubts, enabling you to release them into the spirit of the air and blow them away. The light embraces you and empowers you to begin again. Step back onto your path and to continue the journey of discovery. The spirit of fire warms and protects, gives courage and strength, provides comfort and helps build resilience. And if you have any issues around anger, it's using the anger as power to control the flames of anger or passion that maybe is going down the wrong path. Being able to manage those flames and doing it in a a creative way, not in a controlling way, but being creative, so that you're turning your plans and actions into energy, to see it as like the fire that is being managing the flames of your desires, and containing the inner fire for a higher purpose, for good deeds towards yourself and others. So breathe fire into your fire of creativity and soul. So that's my message to leave you with. And I'll put the links to my Elemental Wisdom book and the medicine card book and cards on a link below. So thank you for joining me. Bye for now.